Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2017 mid-month general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. Thank you, as always, to those of you who continue to watch, listen, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support, feedback, comments are always welcome and so very much appreciated. Thank you so much for those. You guys are brilliant. Keep them coming. And thank you always, a big thank you to those of you who keep me so busy with personal one-on-one readings, and to my regular clients as well. It's a pleasure and an honor always to read for you, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do so. Thank you. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you haven't read with me before, or you have and you've forgotten the information, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About button or description button, and that will show you click on that and you'll see more information and details on what I do, the services I offer, types of readings. I do all different types of readings. I offer a variety of different types of spreads. I do readings of varying lengths of time, live or recorded. Love and romance, channeled messages, career, work, and finance. I do 6 and 12-month overviews for all sectors of your life area, or for love, or for work, career, finance, or investments, channeled messages, and etc. So if you're interested, you can contact me. I have my contact information on there as well. You can email me at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So turnaround time for scheduled personal readings is usually pretty quick. I can always get back with you within the same day of initial contact with more information for you. And scheduling personal readings can take anywhere from a few days upwards of 3 weeks, but almost always within that period of time we can schedule a reading for you live or recorded. So if you're interested, send me an email at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. For those of you who want instant answers for just quick, simple, less complex questions, you can also find me on Instant Go, which is a great iPhone app where you get instant answers or answers almost immediately via text or phone. There's different options on there. They're for more quick bursts, quick answers to more simple questions. For those of you who want more in-depth, longer readings, and of course more specific spreads, email me and we'll schedule a live or recorded reading in the usual way. The Instant Go app is for just quick answers, touch bases, things like that, and I'll be posting a video about that later today. And you can find me under Irish Gypsy on Instant Go. Everybody else, just email me for the regular scheduled personal readings. The ones on Instant Go are personal, and I can answer them almost immediately or within a very short period of time, but they're just more quick rather than the longer, in-depth one-on-one readings. And they're only for iPhone, iOS users right now. Android users, be patient. You will be able to have access to this app by the end of the year. Okay, so moving right along, as you know, these are general readings. There's many of you watching, thousands of you. So of course they're not going to mean the same or even resonate in the same areas of your life to the same degree for everyone watching. I mean, how could they? So that's why we ask you to check your rising and your moon sign videos. That can give you additional insight and clarification. Or they may resonate a little more predictively for you. Okay, so enough of all of that. I know some of you don't mind the longer intros. Some of you do. You can always fast forward to the beginning of the reading where you see me holding up cards. So this reading is for the air sign of Libra for October 2017 mid-month. The air sign of Libra for October 2017 mid-month. Let us see what is going on for the last 2 weeks of Libra for October 2017. Okay, Libra, we have the 5 of Wands, followed by the 8 of Cups, and we have the Sun, followed by the World. From the bottom of the deck for overall energy and guidance, we have the 7 of Pentacles. This looks like a pretty clear, straightforward reading, Libra. Your overall energy and guidance, I'm going to start with your crowning card from the bottom of the deck. Your overall energy and guidance is the Seven of Pentacles. And let's see, we have, out of these 5 cards, you have 2 major arcana, 1 wand, 1 cup, and 1 pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, Pentacles is earth energy. That's the element which governs this suit. And it usually manifests in the earthly, tangible, concrete areas of our lives, things like money, finances, property, real estate, assets, etc. But you can translate this energy into any area of your life. However, the specifics or details play out, like with any readings. It may manifest differently, but the energy fundamentally remains the same. It can be about the work that you put into relationships, or a path of spirituality, or the tangible results from the efforts you put into it. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card of reflection and assessment. It's a card of consideration and contemplation. The number 7 is a card of reflection, assessment, motives, motivations. So the Seven of Pentacles, it's about looking at what you have and evaluating it and trying to make the decision whether it's something worth continuing to invest in, to pursue, to put your efforts into. It could be money, time, love, resources, etc. Whether you should harvest what you have and leave, whether you should harvest what you have, plant the same crop, change it a little bit. It's a card of looking at what your efforts have gleaned you and making a decision on moving forward based on what you feel about what you currently have. As you can see on this card, it's harvest time. This woman is looking at the fruits of her labors. She's planted the seed, she's taken care of it, the tree has grown, the fruit has ripened, and it's ready to be picked, symbolized by these pentacles. But she's looking, did I get what I put into it? Did I get at least what I invested in it? Did I get more? Did I get less? Is it worth continuing the same crop? Should I just take what I have and leave? Should I plant a new crop, a different crop, change this one, etc.? So it looks like the overall energy and guidance and advice for the next couple of weeks, the last half of October, is to spend some time kind of looking at whatever situation whatever area of your life this is manifesting in, because there's so many of you watching. It could be work and career for some of you, spirituality for others, love and relationships for others, but the energy is the same. You're taking the next couple of weeks, or you're being advised to take the next couple of weeks to kind of take a look at what you have. What efforts have you put into this situation or relationship? What have you gotten back out of it? Do you think it's worth continuing to invest in? It looks like the harvest has been a pretty decent one. Do you want to continue doing it? Have you gotten more than what you've gotten? Do you think you might get more, etc.? That's just more of an inner contemplative reflection assessment kind of period for the next couple of weeks. Now, we find ourselves around the middle of October 2017, time being somewhat fluid, as I always say, with the energy of the Five of Wands, followed by the Eight of Cups. So the Five of Wands, Wands is fire energy, so the energy of this suit is very dynamic, fluid, action-oriented, forward-moving. It's about change, movement, action, power, building, creating, and manifesting. This energy can often show up in regards to career, artistic and creative endeavors, projects, but you can translate it to any area. The Five of Wands can be a card of conflict, external or internal, or a combination of both. It can be a card of competition, although it's not like serious out for blood competition, but it can represent a competitive energy. It can also represent, sporting events and just playing, having a good time, or needing to kind of relax and not take things so seriously or take yourself so seriously. But it can reflect conflict as well, and I'm kind of getting a bit of that for you. And it could be that some of you are just feeling a bit draggy, kind of, or a bit worn out a bit with what you've been doing, or the amount of work you've been putting into something, whether it's actual work at your job or in a business or even in a relationship. Could be that there may have been a lot of competitive energy, or even some external and internal conflict. I'm not feeling like this is a great, big, huge, significant thing, but that it's showing up as significant because it's here, but that it's not an earth-shattering kind of thing. But it's just thinking about the efforts you've put into something. What have you gotten back out of it? And maybe feeling a little bit tired too. The Five of Wands is paired with the Eight of Cups. So here we have water energy, which is the energy which governs this suit. So the energy of the Suit of Cups typically reflects in that watery, fluid, mercurial world of our feelings, emotions, and relationships as well, all different kinds of relationships. The Eight of Cups is a card of walking away, of leaving something behind because it no longer works for you. It can represent leaving something behind because you're disappointed, disillusioned. Maybe you've tried it for a while, it hasn't worked, you don't feel sustained, fulfilled. It's not where your happiness and joy is, so you've made up your mind to leave it behind. And it could just be that something has come to its natural conclusion. You've run its course, and it's time for you to leave and seek out new horizons, even if you're not exactly sure where you might be going. So this could play out a variety of different ways because there's lots of you watching. It could be that there's been some conflict within a relationship or a circumstance of some kind. It could be a love romance relationship, a relationship of another kind. It could be conflict, within a group of people, or, at work, at your office and business. Even, I suppose, in spirituality, although I'm not really getting that. And for some of you, and you're considering whether or not to walk away and leave it behind because you're tired. Maybe you're worn out. You're tired of the conflict. For others of you, it's just that you've been putting in a lot of energy, a lot of work into a relationship or a situation or a job or a project. It's actually been quite busy and quite fun, competitive, working with other people. But you may be tired enough that you may be thinking about leaving it or walking away, or maybe you just need to get away for a while. You need to take a break too, because next to that, at or towards the end of October 2017, during the last week, possibly going into November a little bit, we have the Sun. Beautiful card. Best major arcana card in the deck, with the World, which is a card of completion. Fabulous, powerful, lovely, uplifting, bright combination of energy here. So major arcana cards, fingers of the divine, as I like to call them, energies of God, spirit, your angels and guides, the universe. So some of you may need to be taking a vacation. You may be planning to take a vacation or get away for a while. You may want to get away for a while to consider whether or not to walk away from something, to leave something behind, to seek out something new. Again, for some of you, this is going to manifest in one area of your life, for others in another area of your life, but the energy is the same. Reflection assessment. Is this worth continuing in? It looks like it's been good to me so far. Maybe feeling tired, worn out, maybe conflict. Do I continue? And if so, how? And if not, what else do I go? Taking some time out, maybe literally on vacation to do that, or needing to. For some of you, if this is a relationship issue, whether it's a romance, a love romance, partnership relationship, or a close connected relationship of another kind, I feel like there may have been some rocky times, but even though the cards aren't manifesting here, and I'm not going to pull any more right now, I feel like that it's actually worth continuing or continuing to invest in, because I feel like it's going to get better. And if it's a close relationship, like a romantic relationship, I think maybe going away might be, with both of you together, might be a good thing for you. Of course, we live in a free will zone. Some of you, this may be a good idea, some not. If it's a relationship and this relationship, of course, is not good or healthy for you, you have to make the decision that's best for you. But I think for a lot of you, if you're considering whether to continue on in a relationship, it feels like the potential for it getting better is good and is there. The Sun represents, and things getting better overall anyway, regardless of the situation, love, romance, work, career, project. The Sun uplifts everything. The Sun, think about the Sun. What does it bring? Light, love, warmth, laughter. It encourages things to grow. It illuminates, clarifies, truth, insight, solutions. There's an uplifting of energy, a releasing of constrictive energy. Maybe finances getting a little tighter, or not tighter, looser. Answers coming to you, things being illuminated, fun, social events, getting out, vacation, laughter. This is beautiful. When you see the Sun, it shines out over everything. It boosts and increases the positive energy of the card surrounding it, and can lessen and even sometimes negate any painful or challenging energy of surrounding cards as well. It's a beautiful, powerful, wonderful card. I always feel like taking a deep breath when the sun comes out, when the sun card comes out, when the sun comes out too, because it's like, it loosens and releases and uplifts. It's a beautiful energy, and it's paired with an absolutely fabulous card, the World, the last major arcana card in the tarot. It's a card of completion, being on top of the world, reaching a milestone of a particular mountain. This mountain's been of some significance, and it's about being at the top, taking a look at everything that it took to get you from the starting point to where you are now, and how far you've come, what you've learned, and what yet is you're capable of in the future. What are the potentials and possibilities moving forward? Again, regardless of the area of your life that this is manifesting in, what a beautiful reading. Yes, there's reflection, contemplative energy. You're being asked to consider whether this relationship, situation, job, career path, business, project even, what have your efforts gleaned you? Is it worth continuing in? And if so, how? And if not, where do you go from here? Are there changes that you could make? If something has been going through a conflictive or rocky time, it looks like for a lot of you, maybe even most of you, it's worth continuing to invest in. For some of you, this may not be the case, but this is what I'm feeling for the majority of you. So beautiful, lovely energy. Take your time in thinking about this. Getting away looks like a really good idea. If you're a couple, it looks like getting away as a couple would be also good. And it would help just kind of clear your mind and give you a fresh perspective. Loosen up, relax, laugh, have fun. Maybe someplace sunny and warm. Great reading. Okay, Libra, that pretty much wraps up your August 2017 general mid-month reading. Again, if any of you are interested in a more personal, in-depth one-on-one reading, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on that About or Description button, get some more information and my contact info. You can email me at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you and set up a personal reading, live or recorded, in as quick a time as we possibly can. For those of you who want more instant answers to just short, quick 1 or 2 questions or a short conversation, you can find me on the Instago app on your iPhone. Android users, be patient. It will be available to you by the end of the year. You can find me under Irish Gypsy as well on the Instago app. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the November 2017. Let me get this off my screen. I hate when things pop up when I'm recording. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the November general readings. And until then, Libra, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Take care, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.